Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, the FAA shuts down model aircraft flying fields near Washington, D.C. What appears to be a prank phone call may just be a wrong number from outer space. Market forecast for very light aircraft looking strong. I'm Bree Cross. It's December 30th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. In September of this year, the FAA extended its no-fly zone for drones from a 15-mile area surrounding Washington, D.C. National Airport to a 30-mile restricted zone. This restriction applies to drones as well as radio-controlled model aircraft. Now the FAA has started taking a more aggressive approach against model aircraft flying fields that have been in operation for years when it ordered them to close. Many of these fields are located far from the Metropolitan Washington, D.C. area, but fall within the 30-mile no-drone zone area. Christopher Vo, the president of the D.C. Drone Users Group, is quoted as saying that the FAA enforcement action is a showstopper. The FAA order to cease operation affects as many as 36 model aircraft flying fields. 14 of the model airfield sites are sanctioned by the Academy of Model Aeronautics, and it's reported that last week the FAA sent an email to the AMA demanding that they shut down these sites because they are within a 30-mile radius of the Washington National Airport. It's reported the AMA has said that it is working with the FAA to get special permission for its flying clubs to continue operations. Have you ever called someone on the phone and when someone on the other end answered, you started off an immediate conversation before realizing you dialed the wrong number? According to an AP report, when this phone call came in, the conversation started with, "Hello, is this planet Earth?" The call was made by British astronaut Tim Peake, and we guess you could call it a long-distance call because he was calling from the International Space Station. It's reported that Peake apologized for dialing the wrong number and later tweeted, quote, "I'd like to apologize to the lady. I just called by mistake saying, 'Hello, is this planet Earth?' Not a prank call, just a wrong number." Peake plans to conduct experiments on how the human body reacts in space, and in a British twist on space exploration, it's reported he'll try out a new tea-making process geared towards zero gravity. After the break, report shows a strong market for very light aircraft.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. A new report forecasts that the worldwide ultralight aircraft market is expected to reach almost $400 million by 2020. The term worldwide ultralight aircraft market, as used in this report, could be equated to the light sport aircraft in the United States. According to the report from ASDR Reports, factors such as a rise in sport and recreational spending, versatility in pilot training, and low cost of acquisition, maintenance, and operation, among others, are factors driving the growth of the ultralight aircraft market. The factors, such as economic slowdown and safety concerns, are restricting the market growth. The ultralight aircraft market is classified into three major segments, namely aircraft type, engine type, application, and region. As of 2015, Europe is estimated to hold the largest share of the ultralight aircraft market, followed by North America. The Middle East ultralight aircraft market is expected to grow at the highest rate between 2015 and 2020. U.S. companies named as key players in the report are Cub Crafters and American Legend Aircraft. Each week, we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
Our replay from a gate earlier shows a bird strike.
In this video, race pilot Hans Arch faces an extra challenge after his aircraft takes a bird strike during a Red Bull Air race. Search Hans Arch bird strike on YouTube. After these messages, American Airlines donates to disaster relief in Texas.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX100 and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The rash of bad weather in Texas over the Christmas weekend left a path of destruction and 11 fatalities. Fort Worth-based American Airlines has now pledged to donate $100,000 to a local chapter of the American Red Cross for disaster aid. The NTSB reported on the probable cause of the Royal Air Freight Cessna 310 fatal accident in Oakland, California last year. The NTSB pointed to low pilot experience and a lack of proper training by the FAR 135 operator. According to a report, Malaysia's Riani Air is the country's first Islamic airline. They are offering flights that adhere to Islamic rules, including prayers, no serving of alcohol or meals with pork, and an Islamic dress code for Muslim female flight attendants. General Atomics Aeronautical Systems announced that the Italian Air Force has accepted delivery of 2 RQ-1 Predator RPA systems, marking final deliveries of GA-ASI's Predator A product line. The Italian Air Force is a leader in the utilization of Predator and MQ-9 drones. The Air Force has issued a final disposition of charges alleging instructor-pilot misconduct at Laughlin Air Force Base. Charges of drug use were dropped, but the finding did conclude that there was misconduct involving unprofessional relationships, obstruction of justice, and conduct unbecoming of an officer. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Graffiti vandalism across the country creates a huge expense for the municipalities that have to clean up the mess. In this case, the vandalism took place at the expense of the operators of multi-million-dollar corporate jets. It's been reported that vandals broke into a fenced area at the Van Nuys Airport in California and sprayed various graffiti messages on 3 corporate jets. According to the report, this has happened before. Van Nuys Airport is renowned for being the headquarters for numerous corporate airplane operations in the Los Angeles area. Key airports in the Los Angeles area are assigned police protection dedicated to the airport locations. Los Angeles Airport Police Chief Patrick Gannon was quoted saying, "This happened in a darkened area of the airport. We are going to take a harder look at the lighting in the areas where this happened," end quote. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource. We're going to take a break for the New Year's, so have a very happy and safe New Year's, and we'll see you in 2016.